About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Working with a 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And it will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Edwards-Helaire. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Trey Hendrickson, an all-pro in New Orleans in 2020, there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On the jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Saints 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wilson's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his target, Harris. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
At the 37-yard line.
The kick by Bass is good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Wilson. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense his past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead. The
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kadarius Toney, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package for the 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
That's report by Bass. Up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. These defenses have become so... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Beasley. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left. They
have to be aggressive here.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Wilson. He's got Higbee complete right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Charles, points that were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.